What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Hoodie Jordan YT, aka Mr. Green Light District. I'm here with a special video. This video that I'm recording actually was supposed to be for yesterday, but when I upload it on my channel, I'm gonna try to put the recording date for yesterday for 9/11. Of course, as I just said, this video is pretty much a kind of video in remembrance to those who lost their lives in the 9/11 terrorist attack when two airplanes crashed into the Twin Towers and over 2,000 people lost their lives, family members, loved ones, everything. I could name even friends. Were lost on that crash, which is really huge for our country. So that's why every year since 2011, so for the past, we're in 2022, so for the past literally 10, actually take that back, for the past 11 years, actually for the past 21 years, we've been actually celebrating and dedicate the 11th day in September to those that lost their lives in the 9/11 terrorist attack into the Twin Towers. I know I'm not getting my words out really right now because it's actually like 12:40 in the morning on September 12th. So this video was recorded and going out yesterday on my channel, and have it, but it has been recorded yesterday and uploaded yesterday, uploaded today. So I'm gonna quickly edit this video and upload it, but I put as much footage in there for the 9/11 breaking news and everything that happened in 2001. During that time that 9/11 first happened in 2001, where were you guys? Where were you guys at? How old you guys were? And what were you guys doing during that time? I remember I was like in first grade in 2001. So I was like in first grade when we first, when 9/11 first happened with the Twin Towers. And it was a huge, I didn't know what was going on until when I seen it live, when I actually seen it on television in my class at school. I seen it in class, witnessed the second one crashing to the Twin Towers. So this is a video dedicated to those who lost their lives, their loved ones, and 9/11
The true story of 9/11 was a total, absolute collapse of authority.
I turn, Mr. Vice President, sir, we got a bogey 8 miles out, low and fast, inbound to the White House. He goes, Don, do we have an asset that can take a shot at him? Do I have anything over Washington, D.C. we can engage him with? Secret Service and I are going 7, 6, 5. He goes, Don, I'll authorize an over-the-horizon shot. You got a radar-guided missile over Baltimore, and you can lock onto him. Shoot him. As I sit in this secure facility deep under the White House, there are people outside pushing civilians to the south or clearing civilians to the north, and they're going to take a body blow right here in front of them. Everybody out!
Two planes have just slammed into the World Trade Center. A third has hit the Pentagon. A fourth hijacked plane heading straight toward the heart of the Capitol. It's still in the air over western Pennsylvania.
It occurred to me that more attacks might be coming. We evacuated the White House complex.
Everybody out! Everybody out!
We sent the vice president into the bomb shelter in the East Wing.
The decisions in the bunker that morning cut to the heart of the questions and the moral calculus of the continuity of government. The idea that some lives are worth more than others, that there are people in the government who, because of their position, because of their authority, are worth protecting over other Americans.
We knew that there were at least 2 more aircraft aloft. We believed that the White House was a target for an incoming aircraft.
One in particular, United Airlines Flight 93, appears to be headed back towards Washington.
Deep underground, in the heavily fortified Presidential Emergency Operations Center, it's chaos.
I reached down and I picked up a receiver. The gentleman on the other end goes, "Major, we have another hijacked aircraft 16 miles south of Pittsburgh, inbound, Washington, D.C."
Lieutenant Colonel Robert Darling was a Marine Corps helicopter pilot assigned to the White House military office. On September 11th, he was supporting the Vice President and the National Security Advisor.
I was like, "Whoa, you're gonna have to hold on." I turned to my right, and who's standing right next to me but Vice President Cheney?
Cheney tries, but fails to reach Donald Rumsfeld. The Secretary of Defense remains at the chaotic scene outside the Pentagon, keeping him out of the chain of command at another critical moment.
The Pentagon asks for an unimaginable authority. Can we shoot down a commercial airliner full of Americans over American soil?
Without hesitation, Vice President Cheney said, "Shoot that aircraft down."
2 F-16s are scrambled with orders to intercept Flight 93. But the fighter jets are unarmed. At the time, having armed fighters standing by to defend the Capitol from a domestic threat wasn't part of the national defense strategy. So their only option is to try and bring down the airliner with 44 people on board by ramming the plane out of the sky. One of the pilots plans to crash the plane into the cockpit. The other plans to target the tail. But this scene never happened. Flight 93 had crashed before the jets even took off.
Aircraft down. Aircraft down. 68 miles south of Pittsburgh, no survivors. All eyes on the Vice President. He was staring at those 3 speaker boxes. He turned around, he walked right over to me. He goes, "Major, we just shot that plane down. I really need to talk to the President."
In the chaos, it's only after Cheney gives the orders to shoot down Flight 93 that he informs the President of his decision.
CW2 Library.